All right, look. Make sure y'all head over to Instagram, man. FiskViciousBlue on Instagram. Go follow me over there and leave a FU comment. All right. Pick any video, any picture, just drop a FU. Show some love. You feel me? With that being said, oh man, the master plan. Okay. The Operation Barbarossa of Brian Daboll. Okay. Like, his, I don't even know if I want to call it a fetish at this point, but his obsession for Jaxson Dart needs to be studied. It does. And the more I hear our beat reporters talk about Brian Daboll and Jaxson Dart, the more it finally dawned on me that Brian Daboll is going to make this kid the greatest quarterback on the planet. There's no plan B. There's no what ifs. There's no maybes. Brian Daboll's sole purpose in life at the moment is to make sure Jaxson Dart is that dude. I'm really starting to get the sense that his whole master plan at this point is to groom Jaxson Dart to be the guy. That is his master plan. Sometimes you got to keep it simple, stupid. Let's just connect the dots, okay? The number one report out of camp has been how excited Brian Daboll has been. The pep in his step. He's smiling, he's laughing, he's dancing. And he can't stay away from Jaxson Dart. Every chance he gets, he's constantly coaching Jaxson Dart. I had one beat reporter say he's Jaxson Dart's shadow, for crying out loud. He spent more time with Jaxson Dart than he spent with any other player through all these organized camps the past couple months, whether it's the rookie camp or the OTA, whatever. He's been attached to Jaxson Dart at the hip. Okay? Also, Mike Kafka's calling plays again. Mike Kafka's calling plays again? Really? Brian Daboll relinquished his play calling duties to Mike Kafka? Nah, don't be fooled. When it's time for Jaxson Dart to play, whether that's next year or 2 years from now, all right? I don't know how long we're going to have Russell Wilson, because if he start cooking, his ass ain't going nowhere. But I'm willing to bet y'all some Chinese food. I'll send $15, that's Chinese food money, okay, to somebody if when Jaxson Dart is ready to start, Brian Daboll takes over play calling duties again. I firmly believe, and I'm not the only one who believes this, that Brian Daboll only gave Kafka play calling duties back so he could personally oversee the development of Jaxson Dart. He can't do that if he has to put together the game plan, worry about calling plays on Sunday. He can't actually spend time with Jaxson Dart if he's literally the offensive coordinator. So he's literally delegating that responsibility back to Mike Kafka so he can spend more time developing Jaxson Dart. This is the Brian Daboll master plan. And I personally think he basically bet his career on Jaxson Dart, because we know Shane wanted Shedeur. Joe Shane wanted Shedeur. That's not even up for debate. The way that Joe Shane let that video come out of him specifically saying, this is your guy, this is who you wanted, this is who you scouted, I'm going to get your guy. Joe Shane is yet to come out and say, yeah, I love Jaxson Dart. This is my guy. This is all about Brian Daboll. You got to get the coach's quarterback. Brian Daboll really likes the guy. He ain't stuck his name on it yet. Did you hear? Did you see it? Good job, Joseph. I ain't never heard anybody a day in their life call Joe Shane Joseph. Good job, Joseph. He's been giddy ever since the draft night. This is Brian Daboll's master plan. His master plan is to develop Jaxson Dart, kick Kafka off of play calling duty, take over the reins and turn this kid into a superstar. I'm not going to say the next Josh Allen because I'm tired of every white boy who could run getting compared to Josh Allen. Jaxson Dart going to be the first Jaxson Dart. This is Brian Daboll's master plan. This is it. I'm telling you. He is so all in on this kid. It actually makes me excited. I actually get excited because it's like, for the head coach to be this all in on one player, I doubt that one player fails. When your head coach, who also happens to be your de facto offensive coordinator, is this all in on you, you're going to have to suck to not be good. You're going to have to truly suck to not be good if you got the head coach who also designed the offensive playbook this invested into you. And like, I'm friends. Like, you know, you get competitive with your friends. Sometimes you get petty with your friends. And you got to let your friends learn the hard way. There's a piece of me that's like, Joe Schoen is probably up there like, okay, you wanted Jaxson Dart? I got you, Jaxson Dart. You better make it work. There's a piece of me that, as much as Joe Schoen wants to win, it wouldn't break his heart to tell Brian Daboll, I told you so. I don't think it would break his heart. I'm just saying. So I really think Brian Daboll's master plan over the next 2 seasons is turning Jaxson Dart into a superhuman, Super Saiyan New York Football Giants starting quarterback. That's the master plan. That's why you get rid of play calling duties. That's why you stalk this kid throughout camp. This is why you do those things. This is also why you allow Jameis Winston to be here. This is why you allow Russell Wilson to be here, because you want to take your time. You want to make sure he's ready. You don't want him to see the field just yet. You want to make sure everything is nice and tight. You know how back in the days when record sales mattered, you had like your 50 Cents, your Kanye West, you had your Eminems, like you had your superstars, right? Before they put out an album, it was airtight. The marketing was airtight. The singles was lined up just right. It's like everything was so mechanical. When 50 Cent dropped, the earth stopped moving. When that new Kanye West dropped, the earth stopped moving. Like, they weren't dropping that album until everything was perfect. And that's how I feel about Brian Daboll. I don't think he's going to rush Jaxson Dart to the field. I think he's going to make sure Jaxson Dart is really him before he puts him on the field. Brian Daboll's entire career has just been bet on Jaxson Dart. He's in no rush to put Jaxson Dart on the field. He's taking his sweet time building, crafting, molding Jaxson Dart into what he believes is the perfect quarterback. This is the long-term game. That's what this is. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Make sure you hit all them YouTube buttons. Like, share, comment, sub, click, whatever. All right, do all that. My name is FiskVicious, and I approve this message.